everybody, Muscle Car Campy here. It's Sunday, it's beautiful. I'm about to take my 65 Dodge Coronet out to a pizza and cars event down here in Florida. We're hanging out with a couple of my boys here. I got Terry, I got JB. JB's old school Mopar guy. Terry's new muscle car guy. He's got a Grand National and a Terminator Cobra. It's all crazy, he doesn't know what he wants. But this here's my car. Had this since 1992. It's a big block car, 383. Was a 383, now it's got a 431 stroker in it. Like I said, it's drag raced. If you look at the stickers, drag raced from New Jersey to Ohio, National Trails Raceway, Quaker City Raceway, Englishtown Raceway Park, Atco. Baby used to run NMCA when it was absolutely pure stock. So that was always fun, and of course fun is only fun for a while. Always want more power with cars. So put a 431 stroker in it using a Muscle Motors kit. Ran 11.7 at almost 115 at Englishtown. Just gonna fire this beast up, go get us some pizza, and check out some cool cars. Now, what a lot of people don't realize when you say Coronet, it's not one of those names like a GTO or Roadrunner, something like that, traditional muscle car name. But believe it or not, when the 65 Coronet 500 came out, it was actually designed to compete with the GTO and the Fairlane GT and GTA. Actually called those two cars out specifically in the advertising then. What's kind of funny about it is, people don't realize, you would say, well, what about the Chevelle? And I said, really, the Chevelle, until the 396 came in halfway through the year, it wasn't considered a muscle car. It was just kind of a mid-sized family car with your choice of small blocks and a six-cylinder. In fact, even the Chevy SS, the standard engine was a six-cylinder, and there was another optional six-cylinder engine in the Chevy SS. So it's kind of funny how, the great Chevy SS was not really considered a muscle car at first. It wasn't until they put the big block in it that it really got up and went. Yeah, you could get a couple of good 327s in there, but still, they couldn't hang with a GTO at the time, which had much more horsepower. The Coronet 500 came with bucket seats, console interior, and about 600 pounds of stainless and aluminum trim on the outside. This car weighed a good almost 3,900 pounds with me in it when it was still bone stock. Aluminum heads, aluminum intake knocked about 100 pounds out of the car. As far as how is it a muscle car, back in the day it ran 15.1, about the same as a 383 Roadrunner. About the same as any of your GTOs with a 4-barrel carb. Its absolute best pass was a 1485, but that was in ideal conditions. But it would knock off 15.1s all day long in any heat, didn't matter. Like I said, nowadays it's a mid or high 11-second car. Got that Muscle Motors 431 under the hood, which is built off of a 383 block with a cut-down 440 crank. The really crazy part is now you can get up to high 400s, even I think 502 cubes out of that 383 block with their newest kits. I don't know if I'm going there. Frankly, can't keep the tires on the ground as it is. You hit it, it just spins them. So let's just enjoy the ride with our boy JB here. Hey JB, tell me about your car. What is your car?
1967 GTX. My wife bought it brand new when I was in the service. And we had it on the road for 5 years, and then we made it a stock eliminator car.
So around 72 is when you started racing it full time?
75.
75.
Get up and go.
That was about half throttle there. Just crack open the secondaries a little bit. It was all original when I bought it. It even still had hubcaps on it, believe it or not. I got rid of those around 94. With a little bit better tires on. Like I said, I raced the car when it was still completely stock. With the NMCA, they used to have a class called Pure Stock, which I don't know if I would say I was competitive. I had a few runner-up finishes with it. You know, I won class a couple of times. The biggest problem was Pure Stock for a lot of people was more like the stock eliminator rules from 1963-64. So while the guys were completely bone stock, as you would look at it, I got pretty outclassed. So made it to the finals a few times. And what I do like about this car especially is that, frankly, most people have no idea what it is. To the uninitiated, it's like something completely unusual. The shape of the window, the side windows, the roof line is pure mid-60s Chrysler. Great looking car. And what I always tell people when I say, tell me about this car, I said, well, these were the cars, this body style and the two-door post were the ones they made the first funny cars out of, your AFX altered wheelbase cars. Dandy Dick Landy had one. There are a lot of these cars out there. They were special cars in their day. Those, of course, came with race Hemis, which was never available in a street version of this car. The most powerful engine you could get was a 365 horsepower street wedge, 426 cubic inches. At the time, the 426 was the biggest engine you could get in a Dodge. The next year, the 440 came out. So it's that same engine family, the RB family, as the 413 and the 440. The 383 that this car had is B motor, based on that smaller engine, the 360s, 361 actually. 361, the 383, and later the 400 during the smog days. I've had a lot of great cars over the years. LT1 Corvette, Big Block Nova, some other cars. But there's something about this car that I just can't sell it. I love it. I've had it for so long. My kids have driven it. I used to drive to car shows with 2 car seats in the back. I had to actually put rear seat belts in it just so my kids could ride in the car. There was nothing to hook up their car seats to. So I put 2 new seat belts in the back. And here we are, pulling up on the pizza place. I'm loving it. What's better than pizza and cars? Everybody can check out my ride. Let's go see who else is here. Evan J. Smith, GT350. Oh, Coronet. This is one of my favorite cars in the whole world. 1970 340 Cuda. Front new. Yo, Coronet, come here a sec.
How you doing, Jim?
I've known you for a while now. 340 Cuda. Why don't you tell everybody how you found this car?
Okay. I actually am the original owner of this car, and I ordered this car in an Army PX when I was in Vietnam, and the car was delivered to my local dealership in Brooklyn, New York when I got home from Vietnam, and that was in January 30th, 1970. I got the car, and I've had it ever since.
Now, you were originally going to order a 390 Mustang, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
And they weren't making any.
They weren't making 390s for a Mustang anymore.
And the second-gen Camaro hadn't come out yet. I know I was thinking about ordering one of those.
that.
But no, you said,
I
hey,
ended up looking at this, and when I saw what the body looked like, I fell in love with the car.
And this car originally did not have a hockey stick stripe on it.
No.
They only came in with a black hockey stick stripe. And this car had no hockey stick. It also had dog dish hubcaps. When you restored it, you added the red hockey stick stripe and the rally wheels, correct?
Right, and the rally wheels. And the rally wheels have the incorrect center caps. I have the correct ones home, but I think these are nicer looking, and that's why they're on the car.
Great, it's your car. You keep it the way you want.
Right.
Now, there's 2 things on this car that I really like. Factory air conditioning,
Right.
which you never see on a high-performance model from the 60s. Very, very rare. And the other thing that's really cool, and the thing that really, when I first saw the car, I was like, holy crap, It has a rear defroster.
Yes, it does.
I've never seen another e-body with a rear defroster.
Well, originally coming from Brooklyn, New York, I needed air conditioning for the summer. I needed a rear defroster for the winter. This was a daily driver for many, many years.
Now, and it's not just wires, it's an actual blower motor under
Right.
it. So it's not like what you would expect to see on a modern car
No.
with the electric wires going through the window. This is an actual blower motor on the side.
Yeah, it's actually called a defogger.
Let's see what else is going on down here. GT350. I know my boy Evan put this car together. He actually helped build it on the assembly line, but don't tell anybody. Look at the crowd building up on shaft. For you modern muscle guys, Dodge Viper GTS. I love these cars. There's some people who like them even more than me, but I dig them. I think I love the body lines. I love the idea of what it is. What do we have here?
Hey,
Yo,
what's
hey.
going on?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. What's up?
The sacrilege of all sacrileges. 8 Series BMW with a Coyote power plant and 6-speed transmission.
Fun stuff. NT82, so it's pretty much a Mustang in a BMW shell.
Good looking car.
Thank you.
So, Abe, you built this whole car yourself, right?
Yes, I built it in my little shop with on the ground, no lift. Just wanted to do something different, and this is as different as you can get.
Doesn't get much more different than this, that's
No.
for sure. But thing went, what, 107 miles an hour, a quarter mile?
107 and a quarter. I had bad shocks in the back, so it was just hopping like crazy. So getting ready to take it out there again and see what it can do.
What do you think it'll finally do when you get it out there?
I'm thinking somewhere in the 12s. I don't know, but
You got the mile an hour, 107 miles an hour.
Right,
It could
so
be
that
low
should be-
12s, but it's hard to launch these cars without spitting rears out of them.
it
too.
is, and that's another thing is I don't want to break anything on here because it's not cheap.
Now, did the guy in the BMW next to you, did you look at it and cry? I mean, was there a...
I don't know where he is, but he probably didn't like it. You know, I'm known as that guy.
That guy.
From,
There is pushback when you meet other people who see the car. I know the Ford guys see it and they love it.
Ford guys love it. A lot of BMW guys like it. I had one guy who didn't really like it, but
Gave you a little
doesn't
bit of a hard time.
matter. Yeah, says, "Yo, you're that guy." But it's all right.
I like it. You are that guy.
All right.
Good to be that guy. We don't know what that is. The box with the hood open. Purple Camaro Gen 3. These cars get more popular. But then, the car that paid my mortgage for several years, the 5-liter Mustang. It's a nice looking car. God, it still has the stock intake on it, cold air kit. The Z06, the mating cry. My Corvette. In my other life, I was called Corvette Campy. That would be something I like. Crazy stuff here. You know what, though? Not a lot of American muscle, other than some new stuff. I say we go get some pizza. Alright, it's been a great day. Take care, everybody. Time to burn some rubber. Thank you for watching.